What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Road to Glory. I'm kicking this one off. We're just looking at the results of the last live event, which was Donald Cerrone versus Yancy Medeiros, and I actually managed to predict every single one right, which earned us an event pack for that event. So we're just opening this now and seeing if we get anything good, and we actually get quite a spicy 360 back kick to the body, which could come in handy, as we don't really have any body kicks, and it could complement a roundhouse kick nicely. So as we're going through the daily ads as usual, just get up that nice 1,500 coins. I decided we've done a lot of kind of like challenges and other stuff like that in the last few episodes, so this episode is just going to be all fights. We're going to go for 3 fights with our main man Dan Henderson, our only gold fighter, and see if we can get back to winning ways. The last few episodes have been really tough for us, but I've been putting in a good bit of work and hoping to improve so that we can finally get back to winning ways and start making our run through the rankings. So we get into this fight, and we're fighting against Dan Henderson's longtime rival Michael the Count Bisping. We know at UFC 100, Henderson absolutely cracked him with one of the greatest knockouts of all time. Definitely one of my favourite knockouts of all time. So we're hoping to do that to him again. As these intros go, we know it's still Division 4, and I knew I'd really have to be on my A game for this fight. So this guy was straight out of the gates, and he was throwing wildly. He had some really nice shots as he would use that spinning back kick to the body there, and it's really effective. It actually makes our opponent take a massive back pedal across the octagon. But Bisping had some mad kicks. He was just unleashing them on us and giving us absolute hell from the get-go. We just tried to weather the storm as he was just lashing out wildly, and while they were big shots, you know the story, he was letting his stamina drop, and you can't let that happen, because if you let your stamina drop, you'll get dropped. But it didn't seem to be the case for him, as he dropped us despite his low stamina. But I knew I just had to wait my time, as always, and try and set up a big shot just like that there, almost exactly reminiscent of the famous knockout at UFC 100. I could knock him out through his own kick, but let's watch that a few times. Just time it perfectly off the body kick and put him straight to sleep. It was probably the first actual clean shot we landed all fight, which just goes to show if you let your stamina drop, you do get dropped. And we take home our first win in what feels like forever, and Dan Henderson couldn't be more happy about it. It was really nice to get back to winning ways on a nice confidence boost, because it almost felt like Division 4 was going to be a little too much for us. But we keep rolling, and we go straight into another fight on the back of this, and we're playing a creative fighter, Flamenco. And yeah, I was really excited to see what this guy could bring to the table. As you see, we unleash the spinning kick to the body there. It almost is a hindrance because it sends him too far out of a reach that we can't follow up in the shot. It would be really nice to finish combos with it instead, so I'll try and work on that. But this guy had some really nice kick combos. He was going for the leg kick, and we got a double rock there. Absolute insanity. I could not believe that. And again, it looked like we were going to get a double rock. But we hit each other at the same time, and he gets the rock and I do almost no damage to him. I really did not understand that. Absolutely crazy. We can see we were that even for this fight, just landing the same amount of blows to each other. But this guy was really powerful. He obviously has some really high striking, good power, because all of his shots were doing insane amounts of damage, and he had a really wide selection of kicks that he worked in really well. You see there a lead high kick and another lead high kick to the body. He was really making us work, and it was hard for us to put on some offense of our own. We see for the rest of the second round, actually, it got quite cagey. We were just missing strikes for a lot of it. There weren't many highlights. But I started to land some offense of my own there. Get her head kick and rock him as well. one of the few highlights of this round. Tried to break down his block there, but calmed in time. Some pressure, but it wasn't to be, and we hit him with another head kick. We're starting to get his timing down, but we can't do anything with his block there. He retreats and manages to regain his stamina and regain his bearings. I go for an ill-advised spinning back kick to the body there, leave myself wide open, and he rocks me with a number of leg kicks. He was really good at going high and then going low, and just try and secure this round. He takes us to the ground. We transition for a while, but nothing much comes out of it, and he ends the round on top. So coming into the third round, it was pretty tight, but he definitely won the second, and probably the first, so we needed something big here. We had to dig deep, take inspiration from our last fight when we absolutely murked Michael Bisping. So we looked to that here, but he had other ideas. See here, he's going low with the kicks and then going up top. He had loads of lead kicks, that rear roundhouse kick to the body, and it was just impossible to deal with. He was really powerful, and you see there, he catches us again, missing a kick, catches us off guard and rocks us, but we just about weathered the storm. But he catches us again, and weathering the storm isn't enough at this stage. We need to pull out something big, or else we're not going to get the W in this fight. It's not enough to just let it go to the judges. We need to be the aggressor, and we need to finish it. But as you see there, absolutely nothing was landing for us whatsoever. He was having his way, and it really was all or nothing now. So we land a head kick of our own, try to land some offense, hit him with the overhand, double up on the overhand, go low with the leg kick, try to chase him down, hit him to the head and overhand, but it was too little too late as he took the decision. It was still a promising result for us though, as it was a very tight fight, and I never felt out of it at all. So we're back to almost losing ways now, but we still have one last fight left in the episode to make it right, and to try and finish this episode with a positive record. We're up against Don Hyun Kim, who's another old foe of ours from earlier in the series. I'm not sure if it's the same user, but it's definitely the same character, and we really wanted to put on another big performance against him. This was probably one of the tightest fights I've ever fought. It was just so evenly matched the whole way. We were trading for pretty much the whole fight. No one really took a huge lead in any of the rounds. You see, this guy was landing some big leg kicks, so I had to check those early and couldn't let him get my damage down and pay for it later in the fight. But we were landing some really good hooks, counter hooks here, just touching him up with hooks, and then also that jab overhand combo. But this guy also had some really fast and quick combos. But as you can see, we were just trading for the first rounds. There really weren't many highlights at all. I see here as I just missed about 4 shots in a row to absolutely nothing. It was that kind of fight. It was really cagey and no one was able to get out ahead. You see, we meet in the middle here in trade, and I knock him down with a huge overhand. He transitions and we couldn't do anything with it, but that was first blood for us. That was a big moment in this round as we secured a knockdown and hopefully have the judges on our side for this round. And you see, we're just laying on the pressure with those overhands as we go into round 3. Potentially 1 round each. Too close to call. I think we won the second, and definitely the first one was just so evenly matched. Could have gone to either person, but he's trying to make a case in round 3. Perhaps the winner of this round will take the full fight, and he wants to be that winner. But we answer with some of our own, a few nice combos before missing a head kick. But once again, that lead hook counter was working for us really well, but this guy was just throwing some violent combos. But we pull out the big lead 360 tornado kick at the end to get a crucial knockdown that could have swayed the fight in our favour. This guy's trying his best to repay the favour with a knockdown, but we hit him with a spinning tornado kick to answer it, and now we wait for the judge's decision.
Judge 1 scores this contest 29-28 Kim. Judge 2 scores it 9-28 Henderson. And Judge 3 scores it 29-28, declared the winner by split decision.
And yes, we get the win. We go 2 for 1 for this episode. We finish with a positive record, and it looks like the tables may have turned in our favour. We're finally back to winning ways. What a better way to secure it than in definitely the tightest and most tense fight I've had so far in UFC 3. Thanks a million for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm finally glad I could get some win on the board for you again. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.